So welcome back to Broadford on the road circuit today on the road bike. So Broadford's about only 80 k's north of Melbourne, right next to the Hume Highway. Usual facilities, canteens always open. They do have showers over there, which is good. And here's the main pit area, right next to the start finish line, which is the green tower there. Here at Champion Ride Days again as usual. They got the bikes to hire, tyres if you want them. All the riding gear you can need. So here's the track layout, probably getting familiar with it, been here on the bikes and the car before. 2 k's long, a bit like Wakefield Park, and only not even half the length of Phillip Island or Eastern Creek. 12 turns, burning clockwise direction, predominantly right hand, so there's about 10 right, only 2 left. So I'm here on the Aprilia today for the first time, whereas previously you would have seen I was on the Beamer. But yeah, there's old race bikes, old Harleys, all sorts of bikes. ZX4, so 400, last 3 year, 300. Another smaller old race bike, 2-stroke. Then your top of the line super bikes. So as always, all different sorts of bikes, and as it's a race practice day, there's a lot of race bikes here as well, as you can see. But even the old adventure bikes out. So yeah, great countryside setting here at Broadford. Like I said, barely an hour north of Melbourne. A good vantage point here above turn 2. You can really see the whole circuit from here. So after the start finish line, you got the big hairpin turn here up the second straight up to the top of the circuit, and then down and around through a couple of loops. These fellas you see out here, they be doing 1 minute laps. It is a pretty quick trip around here, no doubt about that. If you're in Melbourne, it's nice and close, but if you're in a state, I wouldn't come here specifically just to do Broadford, but if you can tie it into a Phillip Island trip, that'd be good. But there's also the best ride in the country, not far from here. Up in those Victorian Alps, going up towards Falls Creek and Buller, Brighton, all those areas, it's fantastic. I've taken some more GoPro footage. As you can see, you can just touch 200 down both straights, the one downhill here and then the further one up the hill. And you can probably see there's a bit of undulation here. It's not dead flat like the Bend or Winton. And just to finish off, we're up here at the top end of the circuit. Turn 5 there, mate, just come through, known as Crash Corner. Then here, got a bit of a straight through. Not as straight through as a Bend, but still pretty good. And you just go down, finish off with 2 big loops, one right hand, one left hand, then back onto the start finish straight. Surface wise, it's a good track. There's a few repair bits out there, but I've seen a lot worse at the bigger tracks. You can also naturally mono coming over the hill there at turn 3, and same here when you come out of 5. Even on the modern bikes with the anti-wheelie on it. It is a good fun place to do that. When I say wheelie, it's not like the front wheel's coming up. It'll just naturally come off the ground by barely even an inch as you come over the hill. It's great fun. So there you have Broadford. Come and enjoy it if you want.